friends, Min here from On a Stamp Page. I'm super excited to be sharing a video with you today that goes along with my 5 Minutes in Photoshop on Friday series. This week we are sponsored, and actually this entire month we are sponsored by the beautiful Rachel Vast Designs. She does have an Etsy shop that is linked down below, and her designs are just fabulous. As you can see here in her shop, she does a lot of florals. She's got some other cute little designs and things like that. So please do go and check her out. And she has been so kind. And down below there's a discount code for 20% off your next order from her Etsy shop. So Rachel Vast Designs, thank you so much for being our sponsor this month. So today I am using this gorgeous Special to Me stamp set that she's designed and drawn. She's got this beautiful closed or sideways poppy bloom, these two open poppy blooms, some single leaves, some leaf sprays, and then this Darling You Are Very Special to Me set. So I'm going to show you how to color in some of these images using gradients. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to open the images that you're wanting to use, and I'm going to start here with the flower. And the first step is to make sure that this top color right here is the color that you want. So left click on it, and I want it to be a bright poppy red. Click OK. Then you're going to click your magic wand tool. You're going to make sure that it's anti-alias because I want to pick up everything that's white, even in between these little things. So as you can see, it's now selected. I'm going to go up to Layer, New Fill Layer, and I'm going to go to Gradient. And I'm going to say, yes, I want a Gradient Fill 1, that's fine. Opacity 100%, sure, cool, yes. And I'm going to hit OK. And this is going to give me a linear gradient. Now, on a flower, a gradient's not linear. It's more from the middle out or from outward in. And that type of a gradient is going to be radial. So I'm going to change this to radial. And as you can see, I've got the deep red going up into the white, and it's got a lot more white space than I want. So what I can do is I can change the scale here. And the bigger the scale is, the less white you will see. If I change it to 150, it's going to give me more red. If I want it to fade down into white, I can click reverse, and now it's giving me this beautiful red fading down into white. Another thing that you can do is you can change the angle. On a radial, it doesn't really do a whole lot, but if you want to, you can change the angle. I kind of like it at 0 because then it's kind of nicely evenly transformed, again with the 90 degrees. So anytime you're at one of the quarters, it's going to look the nicest. The other thing you can do is you can go up here and you can play around with gradients that are in here. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be good with that poppy. Now, in order to print this the way that it is now and not ruin this in case I want to print it again as just a single layer, I need to go up to File, Save As. And I'm going to save this as yellow. I'm just going to add to the actual name of the file, and I'm going to make sure that I save it as a PNG. And that's going to give me that PNG file when I want to go and print it. So I won't have to, like, I'll be able to put this into Microsoft Word and print as many of these as I want to. So let me show you what that looks like in here. So if I open this, here is my yellow flower, okay? Next I'm gonna go to the leaves. And for the leaves, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Instead of choosing all of the white at once, I'm gonna click contiguous for this. And I'm going to click in certain sections because I want each leaf to have a different gradient shift. And I'm going to do it by leaf. So I left clicked here. Now I'm holding down Shift and I'm left clicking here to make this entire leaf one new layer. Now, I want to make sure that I don't have red because leaves are not red, at least not for poppies. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to look around until I find a green that I really like. And I think I'm gonna go with this 355. I really like that. So I have my 2 sections here selected. I'm gonna go back to layer, new fill layer, gradient, okay. And I think I am gonna stick with linear, but let's see what the different things look like. No, that angle has that sharp line. No, I'm not a fan of reflected. I'm not a fan of the diamond. Yep, we're gonna stick with linear, and I'm gonna reverse it because I want it to go more from this side up. And I'm gonna make the scale as big as I possibly can. So I'm gonna make it 150%. So that's gonna give me the shading up into here, and I'm gonna click OK. Then I'm gonna come back here, and I'm gonna go back to my layer, because see how this created another layer down here? I'm gonna click the layer again so that I can select the next leaf, and I'm gonna do the same thing. And now I have my leaf, so I'm going to say leaf B, green, white, because those are the names of the 2 colors that I used. And I'm gonna save that. So that's pretty much it. Super duper simple and easy way to color in images. And then what I would do is I would just put this into a word processor, cut them out, and make them into a card. My completed project will be at the end of this video. Thank you so much for stopping by today for 5 minutes in Photoshop on Friday. I will be back in a couple of weeks with another one. So until then, hugs and happy stamping, friends.